This is the original tree. Let's take a, oh, look at those beautiful roots. Really nice and healthy. A lot of white roots. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place it down. I think we are done. This is the Parfianka pomegranate. I'll keep you guys updated on how it does. Look how beautiful it is, and it's already waking up. So I need to get it in the ground ASAP. Usually I drag these over using a hose, but I don't know where mine is at. Maybe somewhere in the front yard, and I know that it would only take me like 60 seconds, 90 seconds maybe to go grab it, but I'm too lazy. No, you know what? I will. This is just a piece of a super long hose that got damaged, so I just cut this chunk off, and I like to use it to pull my containers. That way I don't end up hurting my back. So sometimes I'll shimmy it back and forth, and this just makes it so much easier for me. There's some hose in this house. There's some hose. This tree right here is my old, I think this was the burgundy plum. Ow. Ow. Rude. And that's how we do it. See? It's so much faster. And my back's not killing me. Alright, before I get this tree in the ground, I'm going to drink some water so that I can turbocharge myself. Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, that's a good sound. Okay. Alrighty. Let me move these pieces of landscape fabric out of the way. And let me also make a little path so that I can bring my tree just a little bit closer. Okay, right there. Now it should be easier for me to pull it towards me, just like this. But before I toss it into the hole, I'm going to remove any landscape staples from my previous irrigation setup. Alright, now this next part's going to be the most fun, because pomegranates, in case you didn't know, have thorns. They've got a good healthy amount of thorns on them. Ew. So that's not what I was planning to do, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Ow. It's not that this is difficult, it's that the thorns make it a tad bit less enjoyable. So at least I'm glad I'm wearing my rose gloves. And hold on. Let me think about this for a sec. Yeah, no clue. I'm just gonna keep pulling at it. 1, 2, 3. Pull. 1, 2, 3. Pull. Okay. So now I can take the container off. And I could take a good look at these roots, which honestly look pretty good to me. It's not really root bound or anything like that. It has filled out nicely, but certainly not root bound. Either way, I will still break up the roots just a little bit with my hands before I place the tree into the hole. And the reason I'm doing that is just so that those roots can start to grow elsewhere. They can start to explore the soil and move into their brand new home, you know? So let me focus on the bottom ones a bit more. That way I can stand the tree up and then I can do the sides a little bit easier. Okay, you see? There you go, little guy. All right, now in you go. Whew. And now comes the fun part. Positioning it. I want to rotate it as well. Man, this tree's heavy. Talk about a thorny experience. I don't even know why I said that. Okay. Like that. A bit more. Okay. Like that. I think so. Hold on. One thing I always do is take a step back and look at the tree. Because oftentimes, when you're a little bit too close, it can look like it's okay. But then you take a step back and you're like, man, that's the crookedest planting that I've ever seen in my life. So, after I take my step back, I can come back in here and straighten it out until I get it into the position that I want. And I think that looks pretty good, actually. Maybe just a tad more this way. And also, I think, hold on, let me catch my breath. I think the height is actually pretty good as well. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So now that I have it in the position that I want, I'm gonna start to backfill. But just like before, I squish the soil in my gloves and I try and make sure that it's not too it's not too rocky or anything. I think this is actually one of the hardest trees to move when we were packing everything up because of the thorns. My husband was the one that moved it. I remember him just saying, ow, 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 the whole time. But it's finally in its permanent home. The forecast said it would rain tomorrow, Well, at first it said it would rain tomorrow, then it said, oh, actually it's gonna rain today and tomorrow, and then it changed its mind again and was like, nah, actually we'll just stick to tomorrow. So just in case it does rain, I want to get these in the ground, that way the rain can water them in. I'm still gonna water them in, but rainwater never hurt any plants, you know. If anything, usually after some lovely rain, I feel like everything looks so green and healthy and lovely. Also, I wanted to get all of this in ground because I want to make sure that I can focus on my drip irrigation ASAP. We still have time, don't get me wrong. There's a couple more weeks before it really starts to heat up, but I just feel like I will feel so much happier once everything is set up on drip, because then I just have to focus on looking after stuff like pruning, fertilizing, harvesting, and the drip irrigation does all the watering for me, which is the most time consuming portion of all. I don't know how other gardeners hand water, because I can't do it. And it's not even that I don't have the time, although I don't have the time. It's also the fact that it gets so hot outside, and I just feel like I wouldn't be able to maintain a regular watering schedule. And also, once the summer really hits, or even just spring, I am not looking forward to all the mosquitoes that are going to start making their way into Serendipity, because they will find me and they will eat me. That's what happened last year. There was a point when it was still a bit cooler where I was hand watering and it was fun, and then all of a sudden the mosquitoes came around and I couldn't be outside for not even like 2 minutes without immediately having a bunch of them landing on me, welts everywhere. My hands, arms, face, back, through my pants even. And so, you know, if I set things up on drip irrigation, then the only time I'll have to come outside is to do the fun stuff. But I won't have to spend too much time standing around with a hose, because that's exactly what they want. It makes me an easy target, you know? Okay. Alrighty then. So, we're almost done here, guys. Almost done. Okay. Okay, more. Okay, a couple more, come on. Now, I can make my way to this end, and I can start backfilling this side. Okay, almost. Almost. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. Now, let me move around to this side. I think I'm almost done. I think, with all my heart. Fly with dragons in a land apart. Did you ever watch that as a kid? I love Dragon Tales. Okay. Oh, finally. Good grief. Well, that sure took a million and 3 years. Now I'm just gonna get out any air pockets. And then this way, if I need to add a little bit more soil, I can mound it on there now so that it's good to go. Ow. Ow, those thorns hurt so bad. Okay. Right here. Just a little bit more. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. Now I shall take another water break. Just a quick one, if you don't mind. While I'm here, I might as well get some of my other fruit trees in the ground, which are going to be the apricot and plum.